Climbing Night Chris, Wyoming, USA. This happened a couple of weeks into the summer, right after I graduated high school. It was my first and probably last summer with no responsibilities, no work, no college, just freedom. Everyone knows that the start of summer is the best time of the year, and I was living my best life. In Wyoming, my friends and I had this unofficial tradition: new graduates would drive out into the plateaus to go rock climbing. It was a rite of passage, a way to celebrate freedom with a little skill and a lot of nerve. My friends Alexandra, Nick, Jack, and I had been planning this for weeks, and finally, the day arrived. Alexandra, or Alex as we called her, had a Jeep reliable enough for off-road adventures. She was the designated driver since she didn't drink, which worked perfectly since the rest of us planned to bring a few beers for when we reached the top. We decided to check out the Flaming Gorge lookout first. The view was breathtaking, stretching endlessly across Wyoming's wilderness. After an hour of photos and soaking it all in, we drove along Highway 141, searching for a good climbing spot. Soon, we spotted massive rock formations off the side of the road and pulled into a small gravel lot. The climb was about 15 minutes to the top, a steady scramble with enough handholds to make it challenging but doable. Alex led the way, followed by me, Nick, and Jack. Once at the top, the view was stunning. We cracked open our beers, chatting and relaxing, enjoying the moment. Then I noticed a red pickup truck speeding down the highway. To my surprise, it screeched to a halt and began reversing toward our lot. A man got out, pacing around Alex's Jeep, peering into windows and trying door handles. At first, we thought maybe he was lost or another climber. But then, he started acting aggressive. Nick shouted from the top of the plateau, announcing our presence. The man paused, waved at us, but continued fiddling with the Jeep. Jack yelled that we were armed, trying to bluff, but the man responded by yelling something that froze me in place. "Me, too, kiddo." He raised what looked like a gun and started ramming the Jeep's windows. We scrambled down the plateau as fast as we could. By the time we reached the lot, he had a gun pointed at us, forcing us to drop our phones and wallets. After taking our belongings, he punctured one of Alex's tires and drove off in a license plate-less truck. We were terrified, shaken, and furious. Without phones and with the Jeep damaged, there was nothing we could do but drive back carefully and call the police from Alex's mom's house. The man was never caught, and the experience left a permanent scar on our perception of freedom. What was supposed to be one of the best days of our summer turned into one of the most terrifying.